everyone, my name is October, and the pile of books that I have right in front of me now is atrocious. Welcome back to my channel. My name is October, and this is Nerd Boy Reads. If you're new around here, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. Today we are going to be going through all of my active series. I briefly mentioned that I wanted to do this video in some past video. I can't remember which one, but I did mention that I wanted to do this. I am going to be going through every single active series that I have going on, from duologies to who knows however many ones. In order for me to decide which books to put in this video, I decided that I've had to read at least one book in the series and then abandon it for whatever reason. Either that or put it on hold again for whatever reason I have decided. No matter, I can't... So pretty much I can't have just picked up some in these series and not have read them. Like, I could have books 1 through 5 in a series, and if I haven't read them, they're not going to be in this video. They have to be series that I have started and moved on from, but I do have plans to pick them up again. That's what this video is, pretty much. Does that make sense? We're gonna go with it. First book that I have kind of actually actively goes against everything that I just said, but I'm gonna put it under active anyway because I am about to start it, and that is All Systems Red by Martha Wells, aka the Murderbot Diaries. This is about a group of space explorers who get assigned a murderbot for protection, and the murderbot gains sentience. I haven't started this series. Spoiler alert, I haven't. I'm about to. By the time this video goes up, I believe I will have started it because I'm gonna be on the road trip by then. So I'm gonna put this here prematurely. So that's all I know about it. I'm gonna put it here just as a placeholder. I don't know what the other books are about moving forward. I'm just putting this here because it's about to be an active series. And now to books that actually fill the requirements. The first book that I have here is first we have Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor. This book duology. This is a duology. I have both of them. I just haven't read the second one. This book is about Laszlo Strange, a librarian in his magical community who gets selected to go on a journey to find the magical city of Weep, which he has been obsessed with since he was a child. This is a duology, like I said. I have the second one, like I said. I finished this, like, months ago. I haven't said, but it's implied. I haven't read the second one. Make it make sense. I can't. I'm gonna read this soon. I'm gonna read this before the end of the year, because it's 2 books. 2 books. I read more than 2 books in a week. Why isn't it done there? I really enjoyed the prose. I enjoyed the content. I enjoyed Laszlo as a character and the journey. I enjoyed his interactions with the world. The only thing I think that's stopping me is because Laini Taylor has a habit of focusing heavy on the romance aspects in her second books, and I'm not really his fantastical romance reader, and it seemed like it was about to lean really heavy into that. However, with the way this book ended, I'm not going to go into spoilers. I could be greatly mistaken on that. Either way, what is my holdup? Shame me. Shame me in the comments. I don't care. I'm going to read it before the end of the year, I promise. This one I said I would only mention, I was trying not to mention because I've heard the author is not a great person, and that is the Wicked Saints Trilogy by Emily A. Duncan. I don't know a lot about the situation. I just heard that she's not really a great person, and I don't really want to support her. I think that's why I'm holding off on reading this series, because I have the other 2. I'm looking right at them on my TBR shelf. I just haven't picked them up because I don't know if I want to be supporting this author, but I already bought the books. Make it make sense. Someone has to make it make sense for me because I can't do it for myself. This next one has another book coming out this year, and that is Gideon the Ninth by Tamsin Muir. This is about lesbian necromancers in space, quote unquote. That's how it's sold. I like the sprayed edges. I don't know if they stopped spraying the edges. I don't know why they stopped spraying the edges. They sprayed them for Gideon, but they didn't spray them for Harrow. Make it make sense. Publishers, spray more edges. I love sprayed edges. Follows Gideon Nav, who is an orphan on a space planet. Who is an orphan in her community, her highly religious community, and she gets assigned to a necromancer to protect her as they roam into space for a competition. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's really good. I enjoy this series. I'm enjoying this series so far. I have both of them that are put out, and I'm looking forward to reading Gideon the Ninth when it comes out. This is just active because it's not finished yet. I am actively looking for these books, kind of. I took a little gap between Gideon and Harrow because I wanted to make sure that Nona was coming out, even though it was confirmed and everyone said that they liked it and that it was definitely going to come out and we have a cover and everything. I just held off until this year. One day I'll make sense to myself. One day. But yeah, the only reason this is considered an active series is because it's still coming out, I guess. Yeah. I don't know if I would count this as a series or a just list of companion novels, but it says series on Goodreads, and that is the Jane Austen Murder Mystery Club, I think, by Tazara Price, and the first one is Pride and Premeditation. The second one is Sense and Second Degree. I do plan on picking up the second one soon. I flew through this one in 2 days. This is another Jane Austen retelling. This series is going to be a collection of Jane Austen retellings in murder mystery style, I guess. I really enjoyed this one. Like I said, I read it in 2 days, and it was just really good. I don't know if it was just because Pride and Prejudice is my favorite Jane Austen, so it could have been that, but I really did enjoy this, and I really enjoyed Price's writing style. I enjoyed how she stuck pretty accurately to the characters, and I love these covers, so that helps. That's initially what drew me to them. I'm really looking forward to reading the second one sometime soon, but since this is just a series of companion novels, I may put it off just a little bit to try to clear out some of my more pressing series, because spoilers for the end of the video. Of the Witcher series, I'm holding up the second one because I loaned out the first one a while ago and just never got it back, so I'm probably gonna have to rebuy it because ain't that how it be. The Witcher is about a witcher who goes on missions and whatnot. I don't know why I described it like that. We follow Geralt of Rivera. He gets assigned, he kind of picks up a child and goes on missions. He picks up a child and he has to train her. That's all I know about the series, and I only picked that up from the last book in the short story collection, so sorry for the spoilers, but that's what The Witcher is about. I really enjoyed Geralt as a character. I enjoy the action. I enjoy how he's an asshole, but he gets shit done. That's all I can really say about the series. I haven't seen the Netflix show. I maybe seen one episode, but I do want to finish it. But the series is finished. I have a majority of them. I think I'm just waiting to pick up the last one, Lady of the Lake, I think, because I have everything else. So once I have Lady of the Lake, I may just put everything else on hold and finish up this series because it's over, and then I can say I did it, and I can take it off the active list. Next is another duology that I have both of them, and I haven't read it, and that is Ink and Sigil by Kevin Hearn. Kevin Hearn. Sorry, Kevin, can't pronounce your name. I'm trying my best. This is about Al McVarris, who is a spell writer, something like that. Yeah, something like that. He writes spells and whatnot, and he figures out that his apprentice is running an illegal trade on magical beings, and he has to figure out why. He's also cursed that anyone who talks to him for more than 5 minutes will automatically be thrown into a murderous rage, which is very fun to read about. I really enjoyed the mystery elements of this. I enjoyed watching Al go through life, trying to deal with the fact that he can't talk to people for more than a few minutes before they want to kill him. I enjoy how he interacts with people. He's a really good boss, which is always fun to hear about because bosses, you know. I don't know what the second one is about. I think I know what the second one about, but I can't tell you much of it because it'd be a spoiler for everything that happens in this book. But I am really looking forward to reading it. I may also bring that one to Nebraska because it'll just be a nice thing to get through, to say that I finished a duology. Oh god, look. Good for me, finishing 2 books. 2 books! Aha! Ink and Sigil is a really good book. It is a spin-off of the Iron Druid series, so if I like how the last one turns out, I may pick up the rest of the Iron Druid series if I like the covers, because the covers are very important to me. I love this style of cover. It just drew me in immediately. I didn't even know it was a spin-off of the Iron Druid Chronicles until one of my friends mentioned it, because one of our mutual friends mentioned it. And long story short, it's part of a series, spin-off of a series, but this is its own series. I guess is what spin-off means, right? Now we have one that I accidentally dropped, but it's also being published. So where do we put it? This is the Dreamer Trilogy by Maggie Stiefvater. The first one is Call Down the Hawk. The next one is Mr. Impossible, and I keep seeing it everywhere. I just haven't picked it up. This is a spin-off of the Raven cycle. This follows Ronan Lynch and his brothers as they try to navigate life, and it's very good. I really enjoy Ronan as a character. He was one of my favorite characters in the original Raven cycle. Yeah. Alongside Noah, who deserved better. I really enjoy seeing his relationship with his brothers getting more fleshed out. I really enjoy how he interacts with the second main character in this book, who I totally remember the name. Carmen? That doesn't sound right. Yeah. No. Yeah? No. Who was the second main character? Whatever. I enjoyed his interactions with her. I enjoy the ending. I cannot wait to read the second one. I just haven't picked it up. Why? Why haven't I? One day I'll figure out myself. One day. We have one of the many trilogies that I haven't finished, and the first one is The Bone Witch by Rinch Pecco. I love this series. I enjoy Taya T. I'm gonna pronounce it as T. I adore T as a main character. I enjoy the dual timelines of seeing where she came from versus where she is in the present tense. Bone Witch is about T, who after her brother dies discovers that she has the power to raise and talk to the dead. I love this book, and we follow that storyline. Through how she trains, how she interacts with other people, and how she grows to fame. And then we also see many years into the future to see why she is now an outcast who isolates herself and kind of just, floating around. I enjoy the descriptions in this book. I enjoy everything about this book. I've recently read the second one, The Heart Forager. Yeah, I just haven't read Shadowglass because I was looking for it used because it's been a long time since this book came out, so it should be able to be found paperback used, correct? No, they can only be found used. Well, new. I guess I shouldn't complain, but I'm finding a way to complain about everything. I do hope to finish one of these trilogies before the end of the year. I think it's going to be this one because this is the one I like. Well, not the most, but it's the one that I have the fondest memories about so far. And I just want to read more about Taya and her necromancy because I'm into that. Another trilogy, Bear and the Nightingale by Catherine Arden. This book went around really hard when it first came out, I believe. There are now special edition covers that I love, but I also really just love these books. This is Russian-inspired folklore, I believe. It's about bad stepmothers, relationships, people trying to keep themselves alive, and the old spirits getting restless, I believe. It's a really hard book to describe. It's very good, though. It's very atmospheric. It's very snowy. It's very wanna curl up with hot cocoa and or tea and just read it. And I'm going to do that. I think I read this one originally in a wintry month, I think last December. So I think I may finish this one in December as well, because I have the other two. I found them used. I found the whole trilogy, so I just picked them all up because I wanted to, and I just haven't read them, so that's on me. That's on me. All of this is on me. All of this is my problem. I need to stop picking up series when I haven't finished them, right? I think that's what normal people do, right? That's what sane people do. Trilogy, Carnival by Stephanie Garber. This is about two sisters who escape the clutches of their domineering father to go to this magical carnival who randomly appears every once in a while, and one of them gets kidnapped by the carnival and the other one has to find her. The series progresses from there. The last one is kind of taking the last one that I've read the first two, Carnival, and when was the second one? When is the second one? Legendary! There it is. I read Legendary. Didn't really enjoy Legendary. I think it's just because it's really young for me. I can't even lie. I'm easing out of my YA reading is what I'm doing, and this one just isn't hitting it. However, I do have fun with it. I'm not gonna lie and say I don't. Like, I picked it up for a reason, and I keep reading it for a reason, so I just haven't picked it up. I don't know why. It's another one of those, I keep seeing it everywhere, but I just haven't picked it up. Like everything. Story of my life, right? Now we have a series I might have actually dropped on accident. And that is The Merciless by Daniel Vega. I picked up this book when I was in high school, and I didn't know it was a series at the time, but now I know there's at least 4. I just haven't gotten around to picking up the other 3. Yeah, that's how numbers work. The series follows, what's her name? Someone. It's been a while since I've read this, but I remember that it's about this girl who gets mixed up with this group of like good girls who see this punk girl and decide to exorcise her because they think she's, being controlled by a demon. It's very violent from what I can remember. It's like good old-fashioned PG-13 gore, and I really enjoyed reading this first one. I just haven't picked up the other 3. There's 3. I don't know why. I just let this series sit and fester and not do anything with. So at this point, I think by the end of next year, if I don't read it in like a year or 2, I might as well just like get rid of it, right? Like, I haven't touched it since I read this one, but I do hold on to it because I have fond memories of it. But if I'm not going to read the rest of them, what's the point of holding on to it, right? It's pretty though. I like the pink. I guess that's why. Then we have one that I just can't find the second one to, and that is Jacoby by William Ritter. I keep finding the third one, Ghostly Encounters. I find that one everywhere. I haven't seen any of this series since, but Ghostly Encounters definitely echoes. It's Ghostly Echoes. Ghostly Echoes definitely floats through the used bookstores, but the second one doesn't. Beastly Bones, can't find it anywhere. I can't find any of these anywhere, so I may just have to order them online, but I'm trying to hold off until I've looked literally everywhere that I can, and this road trip may help because I get to hit up numerous other bookstores, so maybe I'll find it along the line. But as of now, the only reason I haven't continued this series is because I don't have it, the second one. The series is about a girl who can see ghosts, who goes to a society of people who also see ghosts, and they solve ghost crimes, I believe. That's not the only one like this on this list. The other one is coming up soon. But I enjoyed the atmosphere of this book. I enjoy the way this book is written. But I'm just going to have to reread it again because I don't remember a lot that happened in it because it has been a while since I read it. But I do want to keep up with this series, even if it means I have to order it off the internet to do it. So next is that other series about that girl who can see ghosts and joins a society to solve ghost crimes. That is Lockwood and Co. by Jonathan Stroud. This is by the same author who wrote the Bartimaeus Trilogy, which is also an active series that I have going on. But yeah, I'll grab that in a second. I totally forgot about that. But Lockwood and Co. is, I just told you, I really enjoy these books. I have up to 3. I just can't find the last one anywhere. That fourth book curse. My friends and I talk about it all the time. Whenever you get to the fourth book in a series, you can't find it. It's awful. It's awful. This is a middle grade, but it reads really well. I really enjoy the way Jonathan Stroud writes. I enjoy his characters and their interactions with the world. I enjoy the world in general. I like how he puts stories together. I like how he puts stories together. I need to finish this series. It's probably going to be another one of those series that I have to order off the internet to finish, but who knows? I'm looking for it. We have a series that I'm actually actively reading, and that is The Vagrant by Peter Newman. I just picked up the second book, The Malice. This is about a desolate world in which a vagrant picks up a baby and they try to find safety. The world is weird. It's kind of grimy. It's really good. I am loving the second one so far. The only reason I haven't read this yet, I haven't abandoned it. My friend loves it, and I was originally holding off on reading this trilogy until I found the last book, but it is seemingly impossible to find the last book without ordering it off the internet, so that's what I'm gonna have to do. But I did just start The Malice and I'm really enjoying it, so hopefully I find the last one soon so I can finally put this series to bed. Finally, we have a series that I didn't even know was becoming a series, and that is Clown in a Cornfield by Adam Caesar. This is your classic teenage slasher book. I don't know how else to describe it besides that, but I really enjoyed this one. I meant to read this in a cornfield, in Nebraska, but I never got a chance to do that because I kept putting it off. But I really enjoyed this book. I enjoyed the horror elements, the slasher elements, the claustrophobia elements, which I didn't know was a thing. It didn't really fall into a lot of the tropes that typical slashers do, especially teen slashers, but I enjoyed so I guess that made it one of the more reasons why I enjoyed this book. And I didn't know it was getting a sequel. Although the ending really did tell me, I just thought I'd do that in at the end to be like, hey, guess what? But no, it's actually getting a sequel, so I'm looking forward to it. It comes out this year, actually. I think next month. So if I'm right, I'll put it up here to see when it's coming out. So yeah, it's the last series that I have going on. Now the spoiler for the end of the video is I am trying to finish at least 3 of these series before the end of the year. I don't know which 3 they're gonna be, but hopefully it's one of the ones that I already have a majority of, but we'll see. I'm counting series as more than 2 books, so like I'm hoping to finish 3 trilogies or 4 books or 5 or whatever else. I want to finish a longer series, not just a duology. Although duologies do help, so I am going to hopefully finish some of those. Be on the lookout for them in my future videos. And yeah, that's about it. If you like this video, leave a like, leave a comment, describe. Tell me about all of your series that you have going on. Or do you actually finish the series that you started and you're better than me? Let me know in the comments. Well, I have been October. Thanks for watching.